Hello, thank you for tuning in today. Today we're going to make a double zipper pouch. What you will need to begin with is 2 lining pieces that are 14 by 14, 2 outer fabrics that are 14 by 14, 2 lining pieces that are 11 by 14, and 2 zippers. Let's go ahead and get started. First of all, I want you to get all of your lining pieces and your outer fabric and do about 1/4 inch sew across here, across your top, which will be your longest side. Okay, just do a fold over and iron about 1/4 inch on all your lining pieces and also on one of the outer fabrics. Just iron flat. I've already done mine. We'll set these aside. Get your other lining outer fabric and you're going to cut up. This is how it should look. This is my fold over piece. This is where I'm going to put the zipper. I'm going to measure up 9 inches and cut across. And that's what I've done here. But you only do it on one of your outer pieces. That's going to be your front. So here it is. I've cut this as 9 inches this way. 9 inches. And then the width of the fabric, which is about 14. After I've cut it down, then I did the 1/4 inch seam, fold over, ironed it, and pressed it so that it's ready to go. With the part that you cut off, this is the part you cut off, do the same for the 2 long sides of this piece, like I did. It's just a lot of ironing. Go ahead and do that. And once you get all that done, let's come back. Okay, we're back. I want you to get one of your lining pieces, the smaller of the 2, that's 11 by 14, that you've already pressed this part down, and get your smaller front seam here. This should be about 9 by 14. And you've already folded this in. We're going to put in the zipper. So here's my zipper. I'm going to get my first lining piece, pin it with the good side facing up, and put that zipper right on top of it. Now you can pin yours down, or you can use the tape it first and then put it down. I saw a lady, she uses fabric glue and then she puts it down. It's just a temporary hold. I'm going to use pins, but however you want to put your zipper in, we're going to put the zipper in. Get that small piece again, put it on top. So now you sandwiched your zipper in. So you've got your outer fabric, your lining, and then you put your zipper down. Make sure your zipper is facing up, the pull is facing up, and then you put this your top piece down. Go ahead and pin it all the way across, and then sew it. Making sure that you don't cover the teeth of your zipper so that you'll be able to open and close it without any problem. So take your time and attach the outer fabric and your lining to the lower part of your zipper. So let's go do that. And once you get it all attached, let's go ahead and move on to that next step. Once you get it all attached, then go ahead and sew across here and attach it. Okay, we're back. I have my bottom part already attached to the zipper. So now you're going to take your second lining piece. That's about 11 by 14. This side is up. Make sure this is up. Lay your zipper down. We're going to put it on the back side of that. I just want to make sure that it's even here. So I'm going to close this so I can make sure that the pieces will be even. So here's my lining. We're going to sew on the top portion of the zipper now. And this piece will be where you have it sewn. Will be on the, you're going to sew on this top part. Get your piece that was smaller. If it's directional fabric like mine is, make sure you have it down facing the right way. It's going to go to on the top part, making sure that it's even with what's going on down here, okay? So it should look like this. Then you're going to proceed to pin it. Pin it or use double-sided tape or glue, which I mentioned before, but making sure you're getting both the top layer, the zipper, and your lining. All right, so let's go do that. Pin all the way down. Make sure your lining is under it just like this, because you can't even see it, and this should be facing down. Good side up. Okay. Pin all the way down and then go ahead and sew all the way across. Okay, we got our first zipper in. Okay. You can give it a nice press if you want to, all the way down, but this is how it should look. I've got another lining piece, the larger lining piece down already. The good side is facing down, and you have your turned side facing up. Get your second zipper, put it on top, just like we did before with this bottom layer. Doing the same thing again. Put it on top. You have your front piece. Place it on top of your zipper, like so, okay? Pin all the way across, and then go ahead and sew all the way across. Your lining, your zipper, and your outer fabric. Just like you did the bottom layer. So we're doing, making sure that your pieces line up, okay? And that your zipper pulls on the same side. So let's go do that, and then we'll be back. Okay, we're back. Sewn the top zipper in on the bottom edge. Now we're going to do the top part. I'm going to turn this around. Let's close the zipper so you can see it better. Get your lining piece. This should be your final lining piece. Put it down, but with your good side facing down. Line it up nicely. Then get your other top layer. This is the back. And we've sandwiched it in again. So you have your lining, and then your zipper, and then your outer fabric. Okay? You're going to pin it all the way down again, just like we've done before. Pin it across. and then sew it. Okay, now I've trimmed everything up on my bag. My zipper is halfway open on the bottom one and the top one. That's so important. Get your back layer, bring it all the way up here to meet with your front. Okay? And with the front, you're going to take 2 of those lining pieces. Bring them all up. Let them all meet up here together. And we'll go ahead and pin it. All the way across, making sure everything meets up well. Till it's like this. Get your other section. This is the back part, and I'll finish pinning that later. Get my 2 lining pieces, put them together. Okay, I'm going to pin all the way around on this side where we have our lining. You need to keep on the lining side, you need to keep a piece maybe about 4 inches open. You can mark it if you want. This is where we need to turn our bag out. So you're going to pin all the way around this large rectangle and then stop here. Leave that, and once you get everything pinned, go ahead and sew everything. Making sure, it's important that you do this part first, where your sides meet. See where the zipper is? I'm going to point that zipper part toward the lining and make sure my 2 pieces, the front and the back, match up well. And then pin it. Do this part first because you want to make sure they line up. Because at the end you can always just, see there's my 2 zipper pieces. I want to make sure that front and back lines up perfectly. Okay, then I'm going to pin it. It's more important that the fabric lines up. Okay, there we go. And now you can pin here all the way around and do this side as well. So go do that and let's come back. Okay, we're all done. I've turned mine with the right side out. Check it to make sure that all of your fabric got caught. Nothing, because if it didn't, then just go back and sew it. Inside is nice. Okay, so we're going to pull this out. And this is it, guys. Find that on the side, your opening. Fold it under. If you want to press it to make it easier for yourself, you can. But here's the space that I left open. I'm going to take it back to my machine and I'm just going to do a stitch across here to make sure it's caught. I normally do like a zigzag stitch on the matching fabric. And then we are all done. Nice simple project. Give it a try.